Here we go. This is the first official test. Let's get the our notes open real quick and we'll get going. So, I guess first of all, this is the first podcast that I'm doing like this, or actually, it's the first podcast I'm doing at all. But I kind of want to not hit my glasses on that thing so it makes noise, first of all. Second of all, I want to just kind of explain the idea behind this and where it sprung from and kind of where it came from and why I am, what this podcast is probably going to turn out to be, what the idea of it is. Not to say it won't become something else or grow on those ideas, but what ideally what idea I came up with at the beginning was just kind of a podcast about, for adults that either used to skate and want to start to skate again, or adults that want to start to skate for the first time in their lives, and just what struggles you have to deal with as like a mid-30s adult with kids and a career and long hours worked and houses to fix and stuff to do all the time, and you feel like you're busy, you don't have any time. This is how I continued to skate at my age of 34 now, and the struggles that I've gone through and the struggles that I continue to go through and what I've done to, hopefully skate. And then there's just so many more struggles. I mean, finding time to skate and giving yourself a time limit, because, at least for me, I always thought of skating as like you go to the fucking skate park and you spend all damn day there. You go to the skate park, you skate for 2 hours. You go to the skate park, you skate for 3 hours. The weekends, you go all day. And you just frankly can't do that when you're a middle-aged man or woman or an adult with kids and responsibilities and 50, 40, 50, 60-hour a week work weeks. You just can't do that. So you need to limit yourself and cut yourself off. Give yourself a time limit, an hour tops. 30 minutes to an hour. If it's been an hour, then I'm gone. I don't care if I'm about to fucking land the first nollie tray flip in 12 years. It doesn't matter. An hour's an hour. Hour's up, you go. You have other shit to do. Other responsibilities that if you just continue to try the nollie tray flip, you're going to fucking neglect that day. So that's a big one that's always been a big one for me is I kind of get discouraged because I spend too much time doing it, and then I kind of get that feeling deep down that I'm not doing the shit I need to be doing, and then it just isn't fun anymore at that point. So that's a pretty big struggle that I've dealt with as an adult skating. And another one is injuries too. I recently, about a week ago, I've sprained my ankle trying to learn nollie heel flips, which is a trick that I've never been able to do. Or I guess switch heel, nollie heel. I wasn't even moving, so it's either or. But I sprained my ankle, and it's there's a lot of shit going through my head at the time. But ultimately, I just continued to stay positive and continued to, think about my goal of skating as an adult. Like that's, the joy that it brings me when I do it right, is pretty big, and it's worth it for me at least to continue to skate. So I tried to stay positive the whole time, and there's a time there when I thought it might have been broken because it got to the point to where I couldn't really walk on it. So I was a little bit worried, just kind of thinking of like what I'm gonna do. what am I gonna do? How's my work life gonna go for the next 6 weeks? I'm not gonna be able to skate. When am I gonna be able to skate? It's been over a year since I skated, and I just started back up a few weeks ago. Another big thought that I had was I going to give up now? Was I gonna take the 8 weeks off or the 10 weeks off or however long it would be to where I'd be off a board and kind of forget the goals that I've set for myself recently. But it ended up just being a sprain, which was ideal. That was good because I didn't want to take work off, and I definitely didn't want to have to stay home the next day because it was a pretty busy day, and I felt like I needed to be there. And it was going to be a long day on my feet nonstop, so I was a little bit concerned that it wasn't going to work out with my ankle. I thought it was broken for a little bit, but it ended up just being sprained. I went to work. It hurt like a motherfucker, and it was sore, and it's still sore, and it's been a week. I still can't skate, but I haven't really been able to stay off of it too much, and I'm really not that good at taking care of an injury. I pretty much suck at it. I've iced it maybe 3 times since it happened, and it's slowly getting better. And if I were to do the things I needed to do to heal it quicker, it would probably be good by now. So, that's a lesson learned for me that if I just take the time to rest and ice and get the same better, I could probably be skating right now. But I'm not, and I'm just kind of waiting to see when my ankle feels better. I think it's going to be another few days, if not another week, and that's okay. Because if you're anything like me, you don't like to take time off. You just want to go. And as an adult that has a lot more responsibilities than you do as a kid, it is important that you let your injuries heal. If you want to continue to skate as an adult, if you hurt yourself, if you roll your ankle, if you hurt your wrist, if you hurt your elbow, if you roll your ankle, I already said that, if you break a finger, if you injure yourself to an extent that it's going to take time to heal, more than a day just to heal, just take the time off. It's not worth getting even more injured. Just take the time off and come back strong. That's a lesson that I learned late in life, but at this point now I'm pretty set on the fact that it's important that you take the time that you need to heal an injury. So what else did we have here that we wanted to talk about? I'm from Oregon, so we get kind of the best of both worlds. It's hot in the summer and it's cold and rainy in the winter. It's not freezing cold. It gets to maybe about 20 degrees. There's maybe a few days throughout the year that get below 20, but I don't even know what an average temperature is. It doesn't get that cold, but it rains a lot. And right now it's summertime and it's starting to get hot. It's going to be over 100 degrees here next week. I think tomorrow and the next day. So it's hard enough to find time to skate when you have a busy life and you have kids and you have a lot of shit going on. And you're probably fucking tired on top of it. But an excuse like it's too hot out isn't going to cut it. Go find time either in the morning or in the evening. And if for some reason there's no possible way for you to go in the morning or the evening to skate, then just tough it out. Bring some frickin' ice water. Bring some fucking couple wet cold towels or bring some ice or something to keep you cool, and only skate for half an hour and just do that every day. But the fact that it's summertime, it's hot out, should not be an excuse to not skate if that's what you want to do. Don't let that be an excuse, because it's not a very good one. There's a lot of excuses out there, and that's just one of the stupid excuses that keeps people from continuing to skate, because you don't want to lose momentum by taking a month off or a week off or a year off. That's what I do all the time, and I am not much better than I was when I was a kid because I'm not consistent. Once you lose that momentum, you have to get it all back. You got to learn it all back. Even just a year, and I feel like I haven't skated in 5 years. So don't let the heat of the summertime be your excuse. And if you really don't like the fucking hot, go skate and then go jump in the fucking river or something right after. Give yourself something to work towards at the end of your skate session. Okay, so I don't think I want to go too deep into this podcast. So if you're just listening to this, that's awesome. I appreciate it. I whether you liked it or not, I appreciate you checking it out and at least just giving it a shot. And if you do like it, hopefully there will be many, many more. That's the plan. Keep listening. If this is something you like, keep listening. Get a hold of me somehow. I don't know exactly right now. Hopefully I will have my contact information somewhere in whatever format you're watching this on or listening to this on. And you can contact me by email or Instagram or whatever the most convenient way is for you, whatever you prefer. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you're probably watching me put grip tape on my new deck that I just started skating a week ago and sprained my ankle on. So I think that's kind of the idea that I had for this is for the YouTube thing, instead of just watching me lay on my frickin' bed, which is where I'm at right now, and talking to a microphone very uncomfortably because I've been leaning on my left arm for however long this has been going on. But so instead of doing that, I decided that I will film me gripping a board and do some cool little grip things. Nothing spectacular. So if you're watching this and you're like, what are you talking about? That's not grip art. That's fucking stupid. Then you're probably right, because none of the grip jobs that I do are anything fabulous. They're pretty basic and easy, and it's actually something that anybody could do. So if you aren't artistic at all and you just do a basic black grip, this might be something cool for you to look at, and you could probably copy or do something similar to this with minimal effort. So yeah, that's all I really have for today, and hopefully this thing goes on and you guys listen and enjoy it. And if you do, just let me know. Give me a shout out, bruh. All right. Subscribe. Shut up!